Okay, let's keep going. We are finding out a lot about Frank Ocean here. I ain't know all this. And then, okay, so I told you all that you needed to put a pin in the whole Chris Brown thing. You all saw they were in this category together. And then I told you all to remember it, but hold on. That was in 2012. Let's look this up. Let's look up something here. Let me see. Okay. When did Frank Ocean fight with Chris Brown? Okay. 2013. And so in 2012, Frank Ocean beats Chris for the Grammy, and in 2013 they got into a whole fight. Y'all, please. Okay, please listen to this one. Oh my. This is...
Respect you as an artist, so in my eyes he's a hero for doing that.
So they're talking about when he came out as being gay. We'll talk about that later on in the video. Right now, let's focus on his issue with Chris Brown.
In January of 2013, a fight between Frank Ocean and Chris Brown transpired following a parking space at a studio they went to. Notably, Chris Brown was still on probation.
Okay. A parking space. A parking space. Uh-huh. Tell me more.
For the physical altercation with fellow pop star Rihanna. However, Chris Brown was set on beefing with artists the likes of Tyler the Creator, leading to Frank getting tied in and Tyler doing what he does best.
So Frank and Tyler are really good friends. You all probably already know that. And I think one of the other videos mentioned a Tyler the Creator. And I probably have to do a video on him too, because I don't know a lot about Tyler the Creator. I know his name. Who knows? Hold on for that one. Tyler the Creator video. Let's keep going.
Trolling.
He beats up women. He's a bitch.
But the now admitted Frank Ocean decided to stand his ground when confronted by Chris, leading to him and his team jumping Frank. According to Sean Kingston, Frank and his crew of Crips instigated the
Sean Kingston, he's Jamaican. Brah, brah, brah.
Fight, but regardless of what the suicidal singer says, the situation didn't help Chris given his history of anger issues toward fellow celebrities. With the unlikely reality that Frank Ocean is gang affiliated with the opposing gang Chris is in, is almost hilarious and makes Sean Kingston seem like a paid alibi for the abusive pop star who may have given him the chip. It also didn't help Chris that Frank was the only one who spoke to the cops, and if Frank was street, snitching wouldn't favor his credibility, despite
Snitches get stitches. Tekashi 6ix9ine
being a world-renowned pop star. But as media ensues, they jumped on the topic of what Chris called Frank during the studio brawl. Cops reported that Chris shouted a homophobic slur to Frank while getting pinned by his goons. Within a year of Frank coming out was the immediate
called him an F word. You know, the F word for a gay person. And we're going to get more into his sexuality later on in the broadcast.
reaction from Chris when beating him up, and to this day is still being held accountable for his words and actions, inevitably regretting the incident ever happening.
Well, with the Frank Ocean situation, I just put it like this: it's in the past. You know, stuff went down, but it's whatever. It's always sensationalized and always blown out of proportion. You know, I got respect for his music. I got respect for everybody else. So, you know, I ain't really trying to, go back down that route. Everything for me is moving forward. I do my music now, so I'm good.
Right. Well, hell, you was at a studio doing music then.
Yeah, but happens.
Right. Man, shit does happen. That's best. It just seems like a lot of shit happens to you.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
That was a dig. Why you had to do my man Chris like that? Oh, you all know. Okay, you all need to go. Let me take that. I like Chris Brown. It's a complicated relationship. I actually did a whole video about him, and you could look on my channel. It's on the playlist. It's If They Hate You. Oh, They Hate You is the playlist. Look on there. I did a whole video about Chris Brown. Check it out. And I didn't know that Frank Ocean had a whole beef with with Chris Brown. And you know what? Okay, I had a couple of thoughts. Cause one, y'all saw Frank Ocean beat out Chris Brown for the Grammy in 2012. And then they get into a whole brawl months later, just beginning of January, February, over a parking space. No, feelings were hot. There must have been something. There was a competition. You know, guys are in competition like that. And they just, maybe now they have a good professional understanding and appreciation for each other. But back then they were young and still feeling bullish, and being beat out for an award. All of a sudden, a parking space is more a reflection of what's really going on inside. That's why it's important, Wisdomteethinger, is forgive people. Let things go, because if you let it build up inside of you, I promise it'll pop out at the wrong time. Next thing you know, you find people in a parking lot over a parking space.